Hey guys, what's going on? Just a little sneak peek. I just decided I'd include that a little bit. There's a little more of it. So I decided I would upgrade my raking system. I'll show you guys a little more information and show you guys in field what's going on when I first start going. So see what it's like. I gotta do a couple adjustments to it, but you guys will all see that in the next part of the video. Here she is here, guys. I decided to go with the Kuhn. This is a six wheel on each side, so it's a 12. So that's as big as you can get in the smaller edition of it. And I like the lightness of this style and going away from the high capacity and that type of stuff. I'll show you guys a little bit of little things this is why I really like Kuhn, is it's the little things that they do. First of all, this jack, anybody who's ever dealt with these jacks on the heavy equipment, they always have to spin this way, which is super annoying if you have the pole right here, because you're always almost clicking it. These guys decided to where it just goes up and down, and it just makes sense, and it's a good jack. The other thing that I really liked about this rake is this, let's see, grease. This right here, I'll pull it from the inside. This right here adjusts these back to rakes, and what that does is that allows me to adjust the working width of what my row will turn into independently from my row width from my working width. And a lot of the other rakes, well, no other rakes had that, and that was really nice for me because that means that I can put a wide width and then put the narrow it into whatever I wanted. This is kind of like your compression system to kind of deal with bumps. Also, these all have this they're kind of this U-shaped system, so when you go over a bump or something, they're independent, so they're not mounted, which I really liked, because that would, if you have bumpy ground like I do, it makes a big difference. And it kind of keeps it banging it up. I don't have them on now, but I'm gonna have a set of it's a second set of wheels that go on that has a shaft. It basically allows you to go over bumps a lot easier and a lot smoother with speed. And I forget what it's called. It's they use it on different pieces of equipment. What else can I show you guys? That little hinge system or hydraulic line, I can put one side down, or I can put both sides down, or I can lock it, which is a nice little feature. That is really easy and really simple, which I really liked. And that's really why I went with Kuhn. I thought that, it's called a walking beam. There it is. A walking beam tires. And it makes all the difference in the world when you're going over bumpy ground. All of these are independently greased. Some people don't like that. I really like that, because when it comes to this equipment, these sealed bearings, yeah, it's great. Yeah, you don't have to grease it, but at the end of the day, you can't control it. If I can grease it, that means that I can control and make sure it's always lubricated. God forbid something, dirt or something, gets in one of those sealed bearings, then it's over. The other little stuff like the rubber pads, it's just nice little stuff you don't think about, that really makes all the difference in the world on these things. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but I bought the Kuhn mower and I really liked it, so I figured I'd take a look at their rakes. Just to add a little context to this rake, I was looking at both this, which is the Kuhn G2 here that you see, and I was also looking at an H&S. I took a look at both of them actually on this day when I went to go pick it up. I knew I was going to get a rake. I just didn't know which one I liked better. I knew one would be cheaper than the other. The H&S was cheaper, but I really like those features. The walking beam was a big thing for me, being in a hilly area, and the individual working width / row width independent, that was a big thing. And then the U suspension, which is another big thing. So I like those, and the H&S just seemed like it was built lighter. There's a lot of guys that seem to like them on YouTube, but I felt like this was a better build and I needed the heavier duty for where I was, so this is what I went with. And here's a picture of it right before I towed it away. Also, another side note here too is I typically don't buy things new. Unfortunately, when it came to rakes, there is not a lot of used rakes out there, and I could not find anything of what I wanted, and if it was there, it was destroyed. So that's why I bought new. I normally wouldn't, but in this case, I had no real choice to get what I wanted. That's better. The problem I find in Ontario is there's not a lot of guys like me that are doing hay, and they can order something in for you, but why would I want to feel it? I want to take a look at something. I want to basically touch it with my hands to see if it's something I like. Sometimes you just can't get and justify making a purchase that large unless you can physically see it. So that's why I like those, and I showed you guys those options that the H&S did not have, and this just seemed heavier and better built. So I'm hoping that it made the extra difference for the dollars that I spent on it. I think I got a good price on it, so that's about it, guys. This is Young Gun Farmer 416 signing out for another day. Take care, guys. Keep farming, keep having fun. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And also, if you like any of my videos, take a look. I have I think I'm up to like 23 or 24, which isn't much, but different videos on different things. It's mostly hay, mostly cattle stuff, and a little bit of chickens and turkeys that I fool around with. But thanks, guys. Take care.